Hey guys, welcome back to the Crypto Explorer channel. Quick video today about Panic Ape. I did review it a couple days ago here on the channel, but sadly I had to take it down because I found out an issue with the contract, one of the contracts. I'll let you know about it during the length of this video, but let me just give you a really brief run-in on how this works. So there's basically three ways you can interact with this. One, you buy the token, you just speculate on price appreciation. That's something which is possible. You can buy it on PancakeSwap. There's no taxes for buying or selling. So yeah, that's an option. Number two, you can go here on the factory, stake BNB. When you do that, you mint a Panic Ape NFT that grants you to start earning 1% a day, although it locks you for 35 days. Your initial BNB is locked for 35 days. And in the meanwhile, that percentage that it pays you is paid in the Panic Ape token, right? Number three is the farm. The farm is where you can stake your PAPE tokens. You get rewarded with more at 1.5% a day. So far so good. They're doing quite well. Since I did the video, they have seen their pool balance, their TVL has gone up and seems to be the trend. So the project is tremendously bullish right now. A lot of price appreciation. They'd never seen a decrease in TVL that could scare away people. But even if they would be scared, I mean, it depends on how long have you been staking with them, because both factory and farm locks your tokens for around a month, right? So that's why I was thinking about buying some tokens, speculating on price. But then again, I went onto their Gitbook and I saw their audit, because since I was going to buy the token, I thought, yeah, they have an audit, but let me check that, because sometimes projects do have audits. Audits identify issues, but issues are sometimes not taken care of. Could it be the case? Were they up to some monkey business? I don't know. So I went on and checked that. Contract here, or the audit here, shows all good with the token, but I saw then that there's 4 contract addresses here. The token is number 3, the Panic Ape token. You can see the address is the same listed here on the audit. So I run all of this through a scan which is on D.fi. This is a really awesome tool. If you don't know it, it's just D.fi literally, and you can use a free scanner on it. I mentioned it on one of my recent videos. So even if you don't know anything about coding, this is an awesome tool. And you can see there's a high risk item here on this one, and that relates to the first contract, Panic Ape. Now, I don't know much about coding or contracts, but what I think is that this first one supersedes all the others. So it's like the building block of the whole thing, and the others are just basically glued to this one, right? But knowing that, if, by the way, if you know something about coding and you know what this is about, I mean, feel free to share your opinion down in the comments, because we all learn and I would love to know more about it. And this is the reason why I have taken my original video out, because I didn't want to have something on my channel that has a potential high risk item. And so here we are. Now, this high risk item, what does it mean? It means that there's a privileged NFT burning option within the contract. So the contract owner can burn any amount of NFTs regardless of who owns them. Now, there's a number of videos on YouTube about Panic Ape. So I went on and tried to see if there was someone talking about this or discussing or saying, yeah, this is happening, but you don't need to be worried about it. But I didn't see anything. I mean, there's a ton of videos. There's easily 30 or 40 videos out there right now, but they all talk about the platform or the token and how it is bullish. Just regular stuff, guys. So I'm still here in the dark looking at this, but I just know that I don't want to interact with something that has this potential safety liability. So I got in touch with the team and they told me that contract ownership will be renounced after a week. I mean, I have to take their word for it. I don't know if they will or they will not. So far, they did everything that they promised. They deployed the farm. 20% of the tokens were deployed there as well. And this is what I mean here. So if you go on the farm mechanism under Gitbook, it says the project party will transfer all 20% of the reserve tokens to the farm, and the project party will no longer hold the tokens. So they kept their word with this one, but still, I won't turn my head on something which I don't know, and I will have to rely on their word, because again, this is DeFi. I've seen this movie way too many times, and so I wanted to share this with you. But basically, they can burn all NFTs. Potentially, how can that impact the contract? I'm not fully aware, but I know that if you go here on Panic Ape app, this is where you see how the NFT is used. So you buy in with BNB, right? That's your stake. When you do that, your BNB is staked for 35 days. After those, you can yourself decide, hey, do I want to burn it and get my initial back, or do I let my BNB stay there and earning me some PAPE tokens? That's up to you, but apparently it's not up to you, because at any point in time, the contract owner can burn any number of NFTs. My question is, does that mean that the potential BNB that you have staked, will that be paid directly to you, to your wallet? I'm not sure. It could or it couldn't. I would bet, if I would have to bet, I would bet no. So this is quite a significant thing, but especially because if they have not renounced ownership, the whole thing can crumble. They can do whatever they want since they have full control over the contract, right? So I just want to put this out there and share with you. On the other hand, could also be that whenever your NFT is burned by the contract owner, does that mean that your BNB stays in the pool? And if it stays in the pool, it stays there indefinitely? So that's something to be aware of, and that's what I wanted to share with you on this video. It's a high risk item, so I think people should be aware of, especially if you're considering to go into this type of play. But regardless, this is a super degen type of stuff. There's definitely Ponzinomics involved, although it plays like a meme coin. Obviously they have those locking systems, but you don't have necessarily to go with them. You can speculate on price appreciation, which is kind of cool, especially because there's no taxes involved on buying and selling. So that's something quite interesting, and that's where I saw some appeal in the whole thing. But if you're watching and you know what are the potential risks from this type of high risk item found here, let me know. And by the way, I ran a scan on all the other contract addresses. They came out clean. So apparently there's only the issue with this one. But I wasn't all that much reassured when the team told me that, hey, we're going to renounce the contract within a week. We only kept ownership because we had to handle a bug. And again, that's a movie that I've seen countless times in DeFi. So I'm going to stay away from this one. I'm going to wait to see when they renounce ownership and if they solve this NFT burning issue. If that happens, I'll put my video back up. And remember, this is just a degen play. It can go 100x, sure, it can go to millions dollars TVL, sure, it's crypto, anything can happen. But at the same time, there's so much more reliable ways to earn passive income with crypto that I share with you here on the channel. So if you're interested about knowing more about providing liquidity to pools, setting up your own passive income generating machine, watch some of my more recent videos about it. I'll keep on posting that type of content if you are interested. Join the community, join the channel, subscribe, like, all of those good things. That being said, that's what I had for you for today, guys. Like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Take care. I just showed you how crazy crypto can get, and I'll see you on the next one.